Hello, everybody. Welcome into the Turf Tapes presented by Off the Wall. My name is Trey. We'll be hanging out this evening. A happy arena football season to everybody. We're in the midst of a bunch of different leagues playing, and there is no shortage of things and stuff to talk about, both on the field and off the field. We've got a pretty good game picked out for you, or at least I hope it's a good game picked out for you this evening from the 2007 AFL season, featuring a couple names that should look familiar to some arena football and college football old heads that are out there. Might get a few chuckles from a few people, but we'll dive into that in a little bit. Before that, as people pile in here, hello, come join the chat, say hello. Please make sure you are following Off the Wall on all of our socials: Instagram, X/Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky Threads, all the things and stuff. If you have the social, we're probably on it at Off the Wall FB right here. Look at that right there, nailed it. Give us a follow on there if you're not already. And we're also streaming live on YouTube, X, and Twitch, with a replay being made available on Evergreen now. So that's a pretty cool partnership we were able to secure in the past couple months right before the season got into a frenzy. But my favorite part about the Turf Tapes is the chat, making this as interactive as possible. So if you are watching live, hello, thank you for being here. Hop in the chat. Let me know what platform you're watching from, and give me your hot takes. I need the hot takes like I need air to breathe. I need some questions. I need topics. What do you want to talk about? There's things and stuff floating out there that we can certainly touch on and discuss. We'll see how far in depth we get on some things. But yeah, anything you want to talk about in the stream, throw it in the chat, and let's make it an interactive conversation. And if you're watching live or watching a replay in the future, please make sure you're subscribing to the channel, liking the stream, and most importantly, peer pressuring your friends into doing the same, because that is what friends are for. So if this is your first voyage with the Turf Tapes, welcome. What took you so long to join? You got 8 different volumes of stuff to catch up on, but appreciate you for taking the time. This is something we created to really lean into the community aspect of arena football and indoor football, and live stream some old arena and indoor football games, and talk shop about the sport, the teams, the players. The chat usually brings it with some fantastic questions, comments, hypotheticals. I feel like tonight we might get some good ones. I got a good feeling about tonight. So excited to get going. If you got something, don't be shy. Throw it in the chat. Let's talk about it while we watch tonight's feature presentation, which is a clash between the Las Vegas Gladiators and the Austin Wranglers from the 2007 AFL season. I took a peek at this game. I usually don't look, but I took a peek at this game just to see who some of the players were, see if it would pass the vibe check. And it passes the vibe check, I promise. As soon as I saw the quarterbacks, I knew it was a must-watch and knew this had to be done. So let's get started on tonight's game. All right, let me get this pulled up. All right, here it is.
Let's get fired up. Arena football is back for
all right, if you're watching live, let me know how the volume is. If the volume's good right there, should I go a little higher, a little lower?
Las Vegas visits Austin. We'll have coast-to-coast plays as the Wranglers battle the Gladiators. It's prime time and ready for all ages next on FSN.
Oh, look at the little baby. She's probably like 25 now. Trey, I appreciate you for joining, but man, we are barely 45 seconds into the game. You already want to talk about your Oilers. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Arena football on FSN presented by ADT. The season opener in the 21st year of the league.
Fox Sports Network, FSN.
The Austin Wranglers. Welcome, everyone. Bill Land, along with Gary Reasons, glad to have you aboard. Year number 21 for the AFL.
The 21st season.
You might expect for both these teams.
Just a tad higher.
The coaches, Dan Bartow on the side of Las Vegas, his first year there, and then Brian Parklow, the new head coach here for Austin, Gary.
Well, you change both faces of the football team when you change the head coaches, and both teams have done that. Take Las Vegas and Danton Bartow, former AF2 head coach, won the championship in AF2 in 2005, and over the last 3 years been the most winningest coach in AF2. I want to be
a couple of first-year head coaches here.
Then you take Brian Partlow, the new head coach here for the Austin Wranglers, that football team. They were in the playoffs a year ago. They decided, though, to make a change, see how well Brian does. He's a former AFL coordinator with the Colorado Crush. He won a championship as well in 2005 with that football team. So a couple of guys that know how to win. Be interested to see how these two rookie coaches fare.
All right, skip ahead a little bit. Oh, yes. This was the reason right here.
Vegas, Shaun King. He's
here we
a
go.
tremendous quarterback. He's got great.
Shaun King and Adrian McPherson. Let's go. Tampa Bay Buccaneers legend Shaun King, Florida State legend Adrian McPherson. What a matchup we've got tonight. As soon as I saw these quarterbacks, I was like, yes, this is the one. We're doing this.
Great skills and what he's been able to do with the football over the last 3 years. He's playing in the NFL. Now, this young man coming into the Arena Football League, Dan Bartow said, hey, it's been a mixed bag. We had to deprogram him from the outdoor game to the indoor game, get him acclimated. Be interested to see how well he plays. Adrian McPherson, hey, in 2004, he played for the Indiana Firebirds, was the Rookie of the Year offensively in that league. He's been out of football for about a year, but
people forget Adrian McPherson, Indiana Firebirds legend.
Always is in arena football.
Some say the real Firebirds.
High-scoring action, and it's straight ahead. Las Vegas and Austin on FSN.
AJ, appreciate you for hopping in here, man. Enjoy practice. Yeah, come say hi if you have a hot take, and if you end up having a break.
We don't have a gardener.
Season opener for these two clubs on the
Austin, Texas, baby. That seems like a market that is prime for some arena football. Absolutely primed for it.
Division. They lost in the wild card round of the playoffs to Philadelphia. And on the other side,
Arena football coverage, what's up? Thanks for hopping in.
2006, and they have very few returning players. Let's take a look at our champs.
McPherson, Dukes, Lewis, Amy Nickerson.
A lot about McPherson. They've got a big playmaker in Lewis as well.
Yeah, and Kevin Nickerson as well. Those two guys, Derek Lewis, Kevin Nickerson, will really give explosive play capability to the Wranglers offensively.
And defensively now, champs with the Las Vegas Gladiators defensive look.
Well, they'll have.
What a name. Earthwind Moreland. What a name.
In the middle, safety back there, Earthwind Moreland, number 3. The most difficult place to play in arena football, Bill, is that deep middle safety, and they'll be testing him today.
All right, we're set to go. The coin toss went to Vegas. They deferred. As a result, they will.
Fun note, because of the size of the playing area in Austin, 10 yards on the field actually equaled 8-ish yards. Stop.
He is brought down at the 14-yard line. And a flag is thrown.
What were we doing? Why? Why'd we do this?
Said Robinson, one of the best kick returners in the league.
Now I'm going to be eyeballing it.
Team picked there to be the
gotta love recession advertising. Yeah, this was right when things were getting a little dicey.
Number 7, 10 yards will be tacked on to the end of the run. Austin will retain possession of the football. First down.
Not what Denton Bartow wanted on his opening play as a head coach in this league.
Well, just being aggressive, and Denton Bartow's got his guys covered. You see Sid Robinson get through the hole there, and the tackle, Canonico just grabs him and pulls the helmet straight off. He's trying to tackle him.
He just yanked his helmet off.
He grabbed the whole head, the whole thing.
It's like a twist off top. Wait a minute.
The tackle, he just
yanked it.
Grabs him and pulls the helmet straight off. He's trying to tackle him. That's what he grabbed. He grabbed the whole head, the whole thing.
It's like a twist off top. Wait a minute. That's supposed to be in the stands. All right, 1st and 10 following the penalty, and McPherson right across the middle to the 15.
There you go, Adrian. Come on.
And inside the 10-yard line, Otis Amy, the rookie out of Sacramento State.
Yeah, that's a good look here for Adrian McPherson to get started. He's got a good open receiver, and Otis Amy coming across short. You want to get that quarterback, both these quarterbacks.
It's a slick little move there.
Get him going early, and a good throw and catch right there. So you're inside the red area now. Now, we haven't talked about this a lot already, Bill, but new rule this year.
McPherson holds the AFL record for most rushing touchdowns by a QB. Said it when he played for the Storm. He was a cheat code on the arena football games. I think he's on the first one. I'm not sure if he's on the second one, but he was fast. You run a little quarterback draw with him. He was off to the races.
And that was Lewis. EA Sports rule changes, and Gary, that first one is the major one.
Yeah, free substitution. That means he's
World of football, boys. What's going on? McPherson played for the Grand Rapids Rampage later in the 2007 season and 2008. There you go. It all comes back to Grand Rapids somehow, some way.
Being able to be communicated to with a walkie-talkie in the case of the ball game here to their headsets, and those quarterbacks are going to be able to listen to those coaches on the sidelines instead of having them on the field.
And what an aid that can be. We'll have a chance to talk more about that. Second down now and goal from the 8-yard line. McPherson for Austin. Lobs it in the end zone.
Oh, too
Over
much
the
touch.
head that time of Derek Lewis.
And that's hard to do because Derek Lewis, he's, I think, about a 7-foot high jumper when he was in college. That young man has great leaping ability. Played with the Houston Texans this past year on their roster and coming back here for a second season last year as a rookie wide receivers in the A.
AFL third and goal from the 8. Lewis the man in motion again.
There you go, McPherson. Get after it. Oh, man.
And brought down inside the 5. They'll mark it at the 5-yard line.
Well, Bill, one of the biggest things in arena football, I think, is defensive stops. And here's a chance for Las Vegas now to get at least a half stop, because you're going to have the Wranglers that look like they're attempting a field goal here with 4th down at the 5-yard line. So this could be a half stop by Las Vegas. And those are the things you want to gradually continue to build on a football team, is to stop the offense, because it's really figured that most offenses are going to score routinely throwing the football and get touchdown after touchdown. Believe me, when you can get them, stop them for at least just a field goal, that's a half stop. That can add up to a
There you go.
And Lewis sets up for
What
the
a beautiful field goal.
attempt, and it is good. And Austin does get on the board. It is 3-0 with 11:56 to go here in this first quarter, and the Wranglers get the 20-yard field goal successful from Lewis. We'll take a brief timeout. We'll be right back with the kickoff. Stay with us on FSN.
Spirit, heart, and soul. Come for the food. How about a dozen? Red beans and feel good.
Guide, visit
Oh,
Louisiana.
visit Louisiana. This is when they were still trying to recover.
Bill back. Yeah, Elvis is in the
We got
building
Elvis
here
and
on
Austin.
Football on FSN, presented by ADT. Bill and
All right, cool on with it.
Mark Lewis field goal, giving Austin the lead, and Champs provides our starting lineup now as we take a look at the Las Vegas offense led by quarterback Shaun King.
Well, overall, the offensive football team there is inexperienced, but you got the receivers there, and Altu Molden. They picked
Ooh,
up
Shaun King,
Chicago
Altu
rush
Molden.
this week. He's on their roster. And
Now we're
Devin
cooking.
Prentice, an
Now
AFC
we're
guy,
cooking.
Get a chance to play wide receiver and do well, hopefully, for Las Vegas. And Austin on the defensive side, you've got in the middle back there,
Damon Mason.
I tell you, he's one of the best.
He was
defensive
so good.
coaches in this football game. We talked to him before the ball game, and he is ready to play.
5'9", 185, his 10th year in the league for Mason out of ULA, referred to it, University of Louisiana Lafayette, 32 years old. And the Wranglers with Lewis getting the field goal to get them on the board. Now we'll kick it off here at the Frank Irwin Center. Austin, 4 plays and 21 yards, drive stalling for 20-yard field goal attempt.
Ooh, little onside kick.
And is recovered by number
Ooh.
37, Greg Brown.
All right, little surprise onside.
Time by Mark Lewis, and this is the aggressive play calling style here that you're going to get. I think
That was
with Brian
slick.
Bartlow's a head coach. Go ahead and kick the ball off, but use an onside kick and say, hey, we'll put our defense out there if we don't get it. Greg Brown does a great job of handling the football. Watch the ball pop on the ground. As
Oh,
long as the
beautiful.
ball touches the ground, the receiving team can come and they can make contact even. Good job by Greg Brown. Just past the 10-yard line mark.
Wow, that
The
was
ball has to
impressive.
go and makes that nice
was very
recovery
nice.
for the Wranglers.
Fits into what you were talking about a moment ago, a stop any way you get it, and you deny Las Vegas an opportunity.
That's exactly right. That is a full stop that time as well. So Austin here with a chance to get another leg up here in this football game, and Dan Bartow can't like what happened right there on that turn of events.
1st and 10 from their own 17. Amy, the man in motion. McPherson, good protection and completes it.
But that pocket was crazy.
The man
What happened right there on that turn of events?
1st and 10 from their own 17.
1 Mississippi, 2
Amy,
Mississippi,
the
3
man in motion.
Mississippi,
McPherson,
4
good
Mississippi.
protection and completes it.
Dude had all day back there.
And to
Jeez.
the 17-yard line, and making the grab, Kevin Nickerson, the 5'8" third-year player out of Central Missouri State.
Well, last year this offensive line for Austin did a great job protecting the quarterback. My point is that his playmaker.
1st and 10 at the 15 now for the Wranglers.
Adrian McPherson, man,
10:56 to go, first quarter here.
What a
in
player.
Austin. Lewis circles, comes into your picture in motion. McPherson, the quarterback.
Oh, good
And
screen.
runs off. Dukes.
Oh, good hezzy.
Touchdown, Austin.
Oh, that's nice.
And
Let me
Dukes
jot down the
on a
timestamp.
15-yard screen pass, and McPherson to Dukes.
All right, let's just go ahead and run this back.
Into your picture in motion. 56 to go, first quarter here in Austin. Lewis circles, comes into your picture in motion. McPherson, the quarterback. And
Perfect running back
drops off.
screen, a little hezzy hay.
Touchdown, Austin.
That was nice.
Chad Dukes on a 15-yard screen pass, and McPherson to Dukes, and it is 9-0.
Great job of execution by the Austin Wranglers
That was
here. They
sick.
take their fullback. Watch the fullback With the block, he slips by the defense.
Slips by.
The MAC linebacker rush.
That
He
little.
does a little stop and the block. He
That was like
by
a.
the defensive. The MAC linebacker.
Like he juked backwards.
Watch the fullback. With the block, he slips by the defensive. The MAC linebacker rush.
So good.
He does a little
What a play.
And start, and Greg Dukes does a good job of taking it into the end zone here. Great execution there. You take the aggressiveness of the defense and use it to your advantage, and you don't even block.
Easiest touchdown McPherson will ever throw. He didn't have to do anything.
And now Lewis for the point after. Mark Lewis.
What a kick.
Out of Florida International. Takes care of business here, and it's 10-0.
Mark Lewis.
10-0 here. Very quick into this ball game and put it in the end zone.
Oh, here we go.
Do what we pay you to do, fellas. Do what we pay you to do. Here it comes. Run that back. I told you to watch that.
This commercial rules.
Wow, that was like the Great Wall of China coming at me.
Now let's take it slow. I can't believe this.
Do you have like a backhoe or something to pick up my dignity?
Arena football, road to glory, rated E for ages 10 and up. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Oh, that PS2 sound was a wave of nostalgia.
On up here and come. The MAC linebacker's going to rush. It's going to bump and come around. No one's going to be able to cover him because you're clearing out down here. Good job. You fake the block there and you throw to the fullback out here. The Will linebacker, the Jack linebacker coming across. Can't make the play. Good job execution that time. And a couple of plays to get the score.
What if they onside kick it again? That'd be sweet.
Play calling of Brian Partlow as he was with Colorado, where Partlow was as well back in 05 in the Arena Bowl. This one comes off the nets and is returned by Azar out to the 7-yard line. On the play, 9, second-year player out of Mississippi State.
Shaun King is taking the field for the first time, already down 10.
How he does in his ball game. First opportunity for him to play in the Arena.
Product of Tulane.
Talked to Coach Bartow before the ball game. They want to get him settled down, get some nice, comfortable throws early in this game.
King quickly back, finds Prentice. Across the 50.
Pretty sure Shaun King was on commentary for the Vegas Nighthawks last season. I'm not sure if he still is, or how long that lasted.
Kind of the offensive specialist.
It was 2 years ago.
Those terms are going to change, but he's just a wide receiver.
He was on commentary at some point.
Shaun King his first completion.
Picks up 9, 2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line now. Las Vegas first possession. Austin scored a field goal and then recovered on an onside kick, and a TD followed. Here was King. Quickly finds his man.
Oh.
And it is Molden. He is hit hard.
Me too, Molden. My God. Oh, he's hurt. That was a massive hit.
Molden, 6'2", 195 out of Montana. Formerly the Chicago Rush. He is still woozy, Gary.
Well, Shaun King throws the ball down here, and you don't want to put your head down, and that's what happened there. Look at that contact from the inside out. That's what you want from your big.
His head just got right in between two helmets.
Look at that contact come from the inside out. That's what you want from your big.
95 cleaned him up.
To make plays, and Mike Williams, good contact there on Atu Molden, kind of rung his bell there, I think, and I don't doubt that Atu will get back in that ball game. He's been in this league for 3 years and done some great things with the Chicago Rush. Won the Arena Bowl championship with them last year, and I think it's a great pickup for this football ear hole.
As they
He's way offside.
Incomplete, trying to connect with Prentice. And covering the play, the man we were talking about, Damon
Prentice,
Mason.
the dentist.
Coach Bartow, he talked about Shaun King letting balls sail. And that's
Damon Mason, man.
There that's
what a player.
Put it right on these
he was so good.
You can't let the ball
I think he's the commissioner of that new upstart league. Blanking on the name of it.
But Damon Mason catch up and make a tackle on him. But that's not a very
see if I can look it up.
Shaun King because he had an open Kevin Prentice.
It's just what we need. Another
NFL with Tampa Bay.
Another arena league.
14-8 as a starter in the National Football League. His first game here in the AFL, and it is a different game. And the combined quarters, that accuracy becomes so important, and it's got to work mentally on a quarterback too.
Yeah, and he's got to deal with these linebackers. The Jack linebacker that time.
The NAF National Arena Football Division under the NAF.
But it is a different throwing environment, Bill. These quarterbacks have got to fit the ball through different windows and things, and it's different than the outdoor game. It really is. And so sometimes for a quarterback in particular, it takes a while for them to get acclimated to making those throws. You don't throw it the same way all the time. You'll throw a whole different type of throws to get the ball out there and make completions.
Oh, down goes King.
Back on the 13-yard line.
Got to get rid of it, Shaun.
Among many, Dane Krager, the veteran out of Angelo State.
Well, Dane Krager's the MAC linebacker, and he comes around. Looks like a twist there. That's kind of surprising because the MAC linebacker cannot twist on the center. That would be a penalty. I don't know why the umpire's not calling a penalty there, but the MAC linebacker can rush. But he twisted with the center with the nose tackle, and wow.
That's legal with the nose tackle. What are you talking about, dude?
Not among the substitution rule changes. That's not a way to conduct long different type of throws to get the ball out there and make completions.
That's very legal. Tim, am I losing my mind? That was a very legal blitz. Like, look at the MAC here. The nose guard goes right. The MAC goes left. Like that's legal. The O-line just blew the assignment. Like, what are we talking about here?
As coming through among many, Dane Krager, the veteran out of Angelo State.
Well, Dane Krager's the MAC linebacker, and he comes around. Looks like a twist there. That's kind of surprising because the MAC linebacker cannot twist on the center. That would be a penalty. I don't know why the umpire's not calling a penalty there, but the MAC linebacker can run.
They can't twist on the outside, but they can twist with the MAC. Yeah, this guy's lost.
Not among the substitution rule changes. That's not been allowed. So it's 4th and 17.
A long field goal.
Goal attempt coming up now for Azar.
Oh, he blocked it.
This one goes awry and back into the end zone, and he will recover it back there as Austin has just gotten the safety.
So we have a field goal, onside kick, touchdown, blocked field goal, safety in the first 7 minutes of this game. Let's go.
Inside there, that's Williams, I believe, got that ball, number 95. Big Mike Williams gets credit for the blocked field goal. And I tell you, this Austin team is
Vegas.
Nothing in today's concern from this.
Oh, David Baker, look at him.
A football game.
Big old David Baker.
For neighbors to be neighbors, and for kids to make new friends. The importance of community is just one of the lessons we learned from this great game of football. The AFL is proud to partner with USA Football to help make youth football a fun way to learn the game of life.
David Baker. What a guy.
It's together here at the Frank Irwin Center on Saturday, March 24th, 7:30 Central. For tickets, here's the number, 866-AFL-TIX, T-I-X-S, or 512-339-3939. Of course, log on to AustinWranglers.com for more information.
Now, don't be surprised here for Las Vegas to start onside kicking his ball, trying to shorten his game up a little bit here, but they're going to have to kick off here after that safety that the Wranglers caused on the blocked field goal.
So from the goal line, and Hager boots this one and comes off the net, and the return. And Robinson still on his feet before he is literally leg wrestled down near the 8-yard line.
Justin, welcome in, man.
That's where Austin will take.
I'm happy this is on too.
A 20-yard field goal on the first possession. An onside kick led to a touchdown. Dukes on the score. And then on the Vegas first possession, a block attempt of a field goal is blocked by Mike Williams, and it's a safety. So it's 12-0, and now Austin getting the ball again.
You see the yards here. Not a whole lot going on for Las Vegas. Austin, everything going right for them so far early in this ball game. And good job defensively. Good job on rushing.
12-0.
Field goal.
It's not a score you see very often.
It's difficult for that kicker to get that ball up over the top. Mike Williams wasn't going to have anything like that happen. So
Justin, you're good.
Now
You don't have to apologize for being late. Dinner's important. You should have it.
And McPherson, 3 of 5 for 51 yards, and that touchdown pass to Dukes on their last possession.
Oh, big hit on McPherson. Oh, he was by himself, too. He was so wide open. How did he get that wide open?
On their last possession. McPherson gets hit just as he delivers.
Oh, that was a massively blown coverage.
As the intended
That could have been bad.
Otis Amy.
Now, Otis Amy, he was wide open down the field, and we had the back judge throw a flag.
Is it a roughing the passer?
Deep in center field, throwing it up here to the line of scrimmage.
Defense, number 2.
Oh, Damon Mason holding. Interesting.
Nothing going right for Vegas and head coach Danton Bartow. High kick. Austin with a 1st and 10 on its own 18.
Oh yeah, there you go. Get mobile, McPherson. That was nice.
The 25 down to the 23-yard line.
God, this Wranglers offense is sweet.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you want to play physical football, do this. You got your OS. Watch this block right here come through. We're going to miss it on that angle, but there was a crack block by Kevin Nickerson on Eddie Canonico inside, and wow, he just laid him out.
Yeah, what was interesting is the crowd gave the well before the nice run made by McPherson because they saw that hit, did they?
Good job by Austin here.
Let me pull up old Arena fan
about his
here.
offensive coordinator ability and doing a good job calling this football game, getting Adrian McPherson.
We need to look up
going,
McPherson.
Looks like everything else going well as well.
Timeout called Austin with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They lead 12-zip. We'll be right back.
For ages. You insure. Motorcycle.
Gone. Hit on this play.
Well, here's your offensive specialist coming downhill. Watch the block that he makes right here. It's just called a decleater, folks.
Good lord.
Canonico gets up and actually gets back in on the play here, surprisingly, but great block by Kevin Nickerson showing his physicalness.
See, guys, this is how I find these social clips to throw on Instagram, to throw on TikTok. Just literally watching games and seeing stuff like that.
He's showing some of that stubbornness there.
The people need to know about these plays.
At the 23, official time for a moment. 3 seconds clock and play clock. Start the play clock on my signal. Thank you. You heard that. Reset the play clock. It started on his signal. Yes, sir. 5:17 to go here in this first quarter. And remember, Arena football clock will stop in normal stoppage situations in the final minute of the first half.
This is Dane Prager. He's a fullback. That's the new substitution rules. You're able to do that in this league.
Robinson comes from the far side and picks up the first down easily across
McPherson
down near the 16-yard
had 51 touchdowns between Austin and Grand Rapids in this season. 51 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 3,000 yards.
He can play a wide receiver, and that's what the
360 rushing yards. He was a mobile threat. He was nice.
Both coaches excited about these changes, and everybody in this first weekend wondering what's going to be coming up at all. McPherson.
Seems like McPherson was just like 10 years too early with his skill set.
So far this afternoon with Austin up 12-0.
Well, I tell you what, tools. And actually talk about the defense. You can talk to him while the
Like he played a couple years in the NFL, and I don't think he saw the field very often. But oh, what? What just happened? How the? Look at this.
Hey, look out! Watch out! McPherson knocks this one incomplete, nearly picked off by Adrian Moreland.
How did he get deflected off the DB? Went up off the net. That thing seemed like it floated up there for a while. What just happened?
The ball is live, and he knows it well. It's not a picture-perfect throw by Adrian McPherson, but he's going to get a touchdown nonetheless on this. Watch the ball tip. It goes up. It hits the iron first, and then continues to go on up.
Iron
does a
up,
good job of knocking the ball away, but
and he just catches it. Wow.
Caught a ball easier than that, and I'm going to drink a little wine for it now.
that was nice. What a heads-up play by Lewis.
11 yards receiving in his rookie year, and Mark Lewis adds the point.
Wow. Okay. 19-0. Austin, go off. Let's go.
19-0.
Bill, you made a comment to me before the game. It says, the thing that's neat about this game is there are these nets and posts. And that's exactly right.
Off his hand, off the rebound,
the ball pops up,
goes up.
Can't quit on this one because it's a live football.
And then catches it. Wow.
Easy score here for Austin.
Easy score.
It's my season opener because you're just used from the football we see, of course, all fall in the
This is crazy. What a sport.
Whoops, not yet. And give Lewis credit. He just
Hold on, let me get that timestamp. Sorry, y'all.
Score here for Austin. He is now 3 step out there full time. They don't talk to him on the watch. This one incomplete. Nearly picked off
30.09.
And hold it. Touchdown as off the net, and he
All right, skipping ahead now. Let's get back to real time.
He put it right through the middle, and the touchback.
It went into the slack net, therefore it's a touchback. That'd be a deuce today. That would be a deuce.
They've been out there offensively. They've scored a touchdown,
And they got one defensive.
and they've got the safety. So you've got defensive stops that are adding up.
Let me
here for Austin.
pull up
You've
Mark
got,
Lewis.
Opportunities, for Las Vegas to capitalize when they had a half stop against Austin, allowing them to kick a field goal. But overall, things are going real well here for the Wranglers.
Wow, Mark Lewis, have a career, why don't you? Wow. Austin kicker Mark Lewis. 1,381 made extra points, 114 out of 205 on field goals. That's pretty damn good for arena ball. That's very good.
Big Josh Rue, the fullback, doing a good job on the screenplay here inside, allowing a play to happen out there to Kevin Prentice. Take a look at the block here, right on the left side. Watch his block right here. The fullback comes across, and bingo. That's a completer as well, folks.
There's some big blocks in here.
Sets up 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard pickup. Shaun King, and he calls a timeout here. We have 2:04 to go in this first quarter, and King wants to have a chance to talk it over.
Shaun King says, I don't know what the hell's going on here. What have I got myself into?
Welcome to the AFL, Shaun King. Not quite what I'm sure he was expecting.
No, not at all. He wanted to get out there and get comfortable and get thrown the ball early, and things have just kind of come unraveled for him so far in his ball game, but plenty of opportunity here. They got a long football game to go.
I want to remind you, folks, if you haven't caught it already, Sports Ultimate Nightly Highlight Show is here.
Thanks for clipping that, Justin. Just reposted it on X.
Unforgettable moment every night on FSN, the only national show that gives you nothing but wall-to-wall highly local list fans, all enjoying this top here ninth opener.
And those orange Discover shirts, every team had those. I remember the Predators had those, the Wranglers having those. Now that was a sponsorship. That was one hell of a sponsorship.
Big weekend in the AFL.
Orange shirts for everybody, no matter what your team colors are.
19-0 Vegas after the timeout. We'll have it 2nd and 2 on its own 13-yard line.
Let's go, Molden. Let's make a play.
Pass is complete near the midfield stripe at the 25-yard line.
Prentice.
Well, one came across line for the offense. That's just to really get into the heart of the defense before the ball was even snapped.
Getting his timing down after he got his bell rung a moment ago. Hesitates here and now breaks through. And this one is complete to Davis. Across the 20. Hesitates.
What was that route tree?
Through. And this one is complete to Davis. Across the 20. Down to the Austin.
God, everyone's getting a hit in.
Team for experience. A lot of changes on this roster, and actually going with the guys that have a lot of former NFL experience putting this team together.
A little bit different philosophy that he's willing to roll the dice with. Where else in Vegas?
Oh,
and
that could have been bad.
20-yard line. Shaun King could not get that one away as Smith, I believe, was there.
And Dane Krager, the middle linebacker, the MAC linebacker, rushing as well. Number 40 takes on their fullback and really
just puts that claw up.
Good job
wow.
Getting your hand up when you make contact. Your defensive lineman knocking that ball away. Smith does a nice job.
This defensive line is playing really well for Austin.
26 years old, 6'2", 267 for Austin.
Well, that's what you want from your nose guard. You want direct push straight back to the quarterback. That's the shortest path to him. Well,
these Vegas jerseys look like XFL jerseys from the early 2000s. Just look at the style of the number, the colors.
You want direct push straight back to the quarterback. That's the shortest path to
very XFL-ish.
King. Prentice in motion this time.
Like the Orlando Rage.
On a 3rd and 4. And he completes it to Davis, but he is well short of the
King is spamming these hitch routes, man. Come on.
Near to clear the 15.
Do something new.
It'll be a 4th and 2 coming up.
Yeah, nice tackle.
19-0 into the first.
And he's big. He's 6'1", 210 pounds, and Nate does a good job there stopping him before he can get that first down.
That ends the first quarter. It's been all Austin. This season opener. The Wranglers 19, Las Vegas Gladiators 0 after 1.
All right, snagging a screenshot to throw on socials.
The Franker when Franker Center. Experience more than 4 hours of action-packed, fan-friendly entertainment, hard-hitting, high-quality
Oh,
football.
look at that guy.
Saturday, March action-packed. Austin Wranglers.
Gladiators 0 after 1.
I love it, an arena football super fan. Look at this guy.
Experience more than 4 hours of action-packed, fan-friendly entertainment, hard-hitting, high-quality football. Saturday, March 24th at
He's on there for a second, but that's all you need. You only need a second.
The Franker Center. Don't miss a minute of Austin Wranglers football. Get your Austin Wranglers tickets today and experience Austin's hometown professional football team. Call 339-3939. In 49 other states, it's just a game. This is Texas. This is football country.
Nobody likes getting their credit checked. At Aaron's, we never check your credit. You're pre-approved. Come check us out.
We never check your credit in 2007. Yeah, that's part of the problem. Maybe you should.
At the guaranteed lowest prices. And our 12, 18, or 24-month lease options will give you a new lease on life.
New lease on life?
Discovered by 8 and by Russell outside. Arena football here on FSN, presented by ADT with a 19-0. And the Austin Wranglers, very impressive first quarter. And Vegas starts the second quarter, a 4th and 2 at the 17 of Austin. Prentice in motion. King in trouble and brought down. Tackled on the play by Ron Schroeder, the rookie from Buffalo.
Well, that's a good job in the Austin secondary. Not allowing anybody.
Shaun King is in hell right now. He is not having a good time.
You take a look at your offensive tackle here on the right side. You're able to make a pretty good block there, holding him out. Shaun King nowhere to go with the football, and it just collapses on him.
So there's another.
Just send this to Damon Mason. Attaboy, Justin. Let's go.
Take it over. 1st and 10 from their own.
Yeah, shutouts in any quarter is a rarity. Yeah, no kidding. Especially this era. Especially with a quarterback like Shaun King. Are you kidding me? But this was his very first game, so he gets a little bit of a pass right now.
So many players without.
Oh, what a bomb! Oh.
This one is thrown away by McPherson, and Fan gets the football.
Fan catches the football. Let's go.
You come to arena football. And has been now in year 21. Well, you do want to sit in the front row.
Oh, he's our lucky dog fan of the game. Look at that.
Aaron's lucky dog fan of the game. There you have it.
Take note of the sponsorships too, by the way. Like I want everyone watching this to understand the sponsorship game of the AFL back in the day. The Aaron's lucky dog fan of the game. They could have easily not even acknowledged that this happened, but they have a sponsored graphic for a fan catching the ball in the stands. These leagues today, they got some room to step their game up. They can do better.
That's a pretty good souvenir too. I know how much those balls cost. I used to coach in this league. Those things, those balls aren't cheap. And
that's what you used to get on your quarterbacks, Oklahoma City. No. Keep it in play. Yeah. That's our budget. Here's McPherson, 2nd and 10. And
let's go, McPherson. Oh no, incomplete.
Time for Otis Amy. It'll be 3rd and 10 now. And Las Vegas trying to get the stop as you look at Brian Partlow, the coach of the Wranglers.
Yeah, a lot of promise for this football team. He's put together, I think, a pretty good squad that I think can start out pretty fast this year. And if Adrian McPherson could get back to the form that he showed in 2004 when he played for Indiana, this football team can be pretty explosive. They've got the receiver talent. They've got the line to keep him protected, and he's got a lot of ability himself.
Rookie of the year, then 56 touchdowns.
Oh, man. So close.
Yeah, probably going to have some contact on the outside. Defensively.
Who would have thought having sponsors works? Yeah, no kidding.
Intended receiver Derek Lewis.
No kidding.
And Vontez Duff, I think number 7 is going to get called here.
Illegal contact against the defense, number 3. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, and an automatic first down.
Oh, the ref put a little zest on that one. You hear that?
Against the defense, number 3. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, and an automatic first down.
Moreland. Okay, I didn't see him.
And an automatic first down.
I thought it was Duff, but they called it on Moreland. Yeah, you see Adrian McPherson, see on the contact right down there, that contact, and yeah, that was Earthly Moreland. I saw Vontez Duff come in there late.
And Amy, the man in motion. They drop it off here, though, to Dukes. And Dukes has already scored once. Rambles down inside
Another good
the
running back.
15-yard line.
Running back catch.
And
See that play.
And Amy,
Another
the man in
screen.
motion. They drop it off here, though, to Dukes. And Dukes has already
That was
scored
very
once.
nice.
Rambles down inside the 15-yard line. And it'll be a first down at the 10 for Austin.
Great play call here. You got your fullback come inside, you brush the MAC linebacker, and then you have one of the other blockers come out and don't block your.
I wonder
guy,
where
you
this
block
Austin
the
Wranglers
so good execution
turf
here.
is.
Brian Partlo's
Like who
pulling out all
has
the
who
tricks
has
here,
this
getting
turf
his
right now?
fullback in the
Like
game,
it's got to still be
couple
out there
catches
somewhere.
now for Chad Dukes early in his ball game.
21-yard play there. Duke scored earlier in the game. Lewis also has a touchdown. Duke's on a 15-yard reception and Lewis on a 17-yard. Here's McPherson. He's had success running.
Wow. He just totally reversed field.
Hit hard into the wall near the 7-yard line. McPherson, truly a dual threat, 6'3", 218.
Yeah, but this is played well by Las Vegas at the point of attack. They're not getting any push, and then McPherson tries to take it around the other side and not getting around the edge. Good job.
If you just joined not too long ago, welcome. This is the Turf Tapes. We've got the Las Vegas Gladiators. Let me turn this down a little bit. Got the Las Vegas Gladiators versus the Austin Wranglers, week 1 of the 2000 AFL season. Shout out to For Football Forever on YouTube for having the game on their channel. Touchdown, Adrian McPherson, of course. Again, Football Forever on YouTube. Go give them a like and subscribe if you don't already. And while you're following and subscribing, if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you're doing the same for the channel here, Off the Wall FB on YouTube and socials. It's right here on every platform. So yeah, what a run by McPherson.
Everyone gets hat on hat. Opens a nice hole for McPherson to run through.
Throwing the shutout, 25-0, and looking for the point after. Mark Lewis, he started the scoring today with a 20-yard field goal on the opening drive that stalled. It's in the holder. And Lewis.
What a good kick.
And the Wranglers tap. Bill Anger fell.
Got to find
with Memphis. 49-35 his record. Great success.
26-0. Wow.
The return, Prentice.
Oh.
25 and just knocked around
So close.
the 16-yard line. And Prentice 5'9", and that may be giving him an inch or two at 155 pounds. Boy, he could fly.
Well, that's the big question about Kevin Prentice. Is he big enough to hold up into this game?
5'9", and we're giving him an inch or two.
Dan Bartow knows a lot about him and his ability, and Cedric Robinson makes a shoestring tackle. And surprisingly, Cedric made that tackle. He had a great return year last year, 6 touchdowns for Cedric Robinson, and I'm sure Kevin Prentice would like to come into the league this year and do nothing more than that. That's a pretty good return at 33 yards.
Magical is the word that Coach Bartow used.
Come on, Shaun King, do something.
Let's see if King can make something.
There you go, Molden.
And Molden is then stuffed near the 5-yard line.
I lost his helmet.
Making some tough shots here early on.
Well, I like Atu Molden as a receiver. He's a guy that'll make the tough catch. He's going to get banged around in there a little bit. I don't know if he's got his equipment adjusted yet when he's here with his Las Vegas football.
Yeah, he's looking like Darian Townsend with his helmet coming off every other play. Come on now.
Acclimated to things, but put the ball in his hands. He knows what to do with it.
Austin, 3 stops, Vegas a half so far with 9:40 and counting here. Second quarter at the Irwin Center in Austin, Texas. Prentice across the goal line. The pass is caught though in front of the goal.
Is that Molden
line by
again?
the receiver as Molden again takes it just in.
Bro, Shaun King. Look at this throw by Shaun King. He's leading his man into a death trap.
Second quarter at the Irwin Center in Austin, Texas.
Watch this, a little whip route.
Prentice across the goal line. The pass is caught though in front of the goal line by the receiver.
QB setting him up. That's like the Jacksonville hit against, or the Massachusetts hit rather, against Jacksonville this past week. Quarterback led him into that. Like, oh, he just led him into it. They call that a hospital ball. Like, he just led them into a bad spot.
But it's going to be a first down here for Las Vegas. Now they've got some offense going down the field. They're doing some good things.
Looks like we've got about 40, 45 folks in the chat or watching live here. So appreciate y'all for hopping in here. Touchdown. Is that Shaun King? Shaun King, first AFL touchdown. Look at that.
Las Vegas with King.
First one on the board. If you're watching live, come say hi in the chat. Give me your hottest take. Let me know about what you think about the game. Let me know what you think about Turf Tapes. Let me know if there's a game you think we should watch in the future. If there's a league we should watch in the future, please let me know. I'm open to suggestions.
That's all he needed. And this is a drop kick formation. Maybe not. No, they're going to put the holder out there. Finally get
two on the drop kick.
Yeah, if you were to drop kick it, you would get 2 points.
That Azar sets up.
I don't understand how the holder
And Las Vegas
wasn't out there for that. Like, dude, you're the backup quarterback. That's your gig.
Hasn't had to come out there yet, so he didn't know what to do. So.
Like,
finally, Vegas on the board.
what are you doing, dude?
26-7 with 8:15 to go in the
All right, they're finally on the board.
So here in the second quarter, as we get ready for the kickoff, opening week of Arena.
Matt Nagy. Look at old Matt Nagy. 58, 56, 245, 7 touchdowns. Shane Stafford. Now that's a name. That's an old school name. 24 of 34, 329 and 5 touchdowns for Orlando, playing against his old team, Tampa Bay.
Football, Columbus win a
I love this era. I love this era so much.
58-56.
Quarterbacks playing that game.
Greason, 337 and 9 touchdowns, 69-65. Georgia over Arizona. Utah over New Orleans, 63-61. These are some scores. A game-winning 23-yard field goal. Wow.
All both getting off pretty well. Take a look here, Georgia and Arizona. Georgia getting there.
And just comes off some of the net and the iron and then out of bounds.
I actually think a fan touched that football on the
Was
net.
that it?
Little fan interference.
Yeah, leaning over. There you are.
Oh, way to go, pal.
Now, if it comes in the stands, it's yours. Coming onto the field of play, no.
Well, let's see if he grabs the football. I think maybe I was wrong. Or maybe not.
No, there's no fan interference.
Deflection.
No, he didn't touch it.
Trying.
He was thinking about it.
Yeah.
So it's a touchback. It did hit the net. Didn't go out of bounds. If it was outside the net, they get the ball to the 20-yard line.
Was it due to lack of effort? We're proud of the So Austin back in operation offensively now with a 26-7.
Little press coverage here. Oh, get him. Damn, down at the 1. Almost got a safety.
Yeah, he was trying to look down the field to Kevin Nickerson for his receiver, and
Oh, he just absolutely steamrolled him. Look at that. Look, 64 just run him over.
Trying to look down the field to Kevin Nickerson for
Just absolutely mowed him.
Just kind of held the football too long.
Just
Good
beat him.
job that time in the secondary, and that's a nice sack inside, taking it all the way back to the quarterback. But Earthland Moreland does a good job back there, and Big Nick gets that sack.
Pounds not have had the ability to
Down at the 1. Look at that.
Because you can be platooned on one side of the football, and there's some guys that can't play defense, some guys can't play offense.
Oh,
Robinson there, big throw over the top from McPherson.
that was a bit of a cocky move by McPherson here. Look at this. Like I shouldn't say cocky. He had faith in his offensive line. Like, look at this.
I think so, because you can be platooned on one side of the football. And
Took a step up, knowing his guys got him, going for a deep shot when most people would probably go for like a 3-4 yard hitch just to get out of the 1 yard line. That was bold. I liked it. His offensive line's good.
Montez Duff staying inside. You said Robinson. You see the clues. He looked up for the football.
Just slightly underthrown.
Hands up at the same time. Throw out there ahead of that with your player.
14.
Get it out. Get it out.
Keeps the football and is tackled at the 4-yard line. So the Gladiators get a 4th down and 14 to go for the Wranglers.
Casual 4th and 14.
From their end zone. This is kind of a dangerous situation. You're trying to at least get field position, but a couple of things are going to happen here. Kevin Prentice is going to be underneath that net, and this is a ball that can be returned, in all likelihood will be, unless he kicks that ball through the post. So Kevin Prentice, with an open field with the ball in his hands.
Mark Lewis is going to boot this thing.
Yeah, Prentice had that 33-yard play he had earlier that helped set up their only score. Ball to be held or to put down in the end zone.
They got delay a game. Just make it a little bit longer, why don't you?
Yeah, what the heck? Might as well back it up.
Yeah, it's already going 55 yards. What's another 5?
Just outside the 2 is Mark Lewis.
Mark's saying, Coach, I would have liked to have those 2 yards. Give me another get a chance here, but 58.
There's nothing Lewis can do. He took 2 steps. He's already touching the wall.
See what that front 4 can do for Las Vegas.
Oh, blocked. Another blocked kick.
It's a safety.
Yep. It's a 2-point situation for Las Vegas. So they get the block, and now the Gladiators with 9 straight points.
Kicks the ball, it's blocked inside.
Another blocked kick. Wow.
Good job of penetration inside.
Number 90, Terrence Martin with the block. And the Gladiators quiet the crowd here. 26-9.
26-9.
Do what we pay you to do.
How many games have 2 safeties in them?
Get the block and
Yeah, I'll be damned. 2 safeties.
That'll be Orleans Arena. That's Sunday, March 18th, 3 o'clock Pacific time. For tickets, call 866-AFL-TIX, TIXS, or 702-731-4970.
Las Vegas Gladiators.
LVgladiators.com.
Yeah, they got a new home out there. They playing the Orleans.
All right, I'm curious what the chat thinks here. Did anyone see the Commissioner Fisher interview with TMZ Sports about potential expansion of the AF1 in the future? It was interesting. They said they've got some potential celebrity owners and potential suitors for expansion teams next year, and some teams that are looking to join the AF1. And they said as many as 16 teams next year, which I think is a little crazy. I think going 8 to 16 is a little reckless, but we'll have to see how it works out. But let me know what you guys think in the old chat here. If you have any ideas, any takes, do you think any specific cities? Let me know your thoughts.
First and 10 at the 3. The man in motion and the intended receiver.
Oh, what a throw and catch.
Onto the football. Wow, what a catch.
E2 Moden, wow.
Sandwiched in there at the 10-yard line.
Well, what a great throw as well. Throwing the ball out there behind Thompson. Take a look at this ball. Threaded out there. All-2 Molden. Behind Coggins and Thompson back there as well. And goes into the wall. Nice throw by Shaun King.
37 yards on the pass play, and Molden now sets up Las Vegas for a scoring opportunity.
That was a dart by Shaun King.
Scoring opportunity, I guess, but certainly the momentum has swung to the side of the Gladiators. Incomplete.
16 does sound very ambitious. Yeah, I think 12 is ambitious. Like, I think if they go for 12 and they're successfully able to do 12, that's an A+ season. But if the past 2 years are any indication, I don't know, man.
That may be an adjustment for most players, but for Shaun King, who hadn't played in this league, this is what he knows.
Yeah, he knows that. He's had that helmet on. He's had that ability to listen to plays, and that's comfortable for him.
But for those veterans, not having those coaches out on the field, they're very visible. Got to be a little bit different. Prentice on the reception here. He is stopped near the 9-yard.
I do like that the league has gone back to having coaches on the field eventually after taking them off the field and having a communication device in the helmets. I don't like that. Give me the coaches on the field. I want to see the offensive coordinator have to get out of the way on a pick six. Like, I want that. That's part of the game.
They need to come away with this possession with a touchdown.
3rd down and goal from the 9, and the crowd getting after it here as Austin was up 26-0 at one point. King back to pass, good protection, incomplete and into the stands.
Now that was zone coverage that time by the Wranglers, and they did a great job there of matching up.
Well, soft zone.
That came unfolded in the end zone here. Shaun King seeing he's got Atu Molded. If he sees him back here, he's open, but he decided to throw to the left side of the field. And great read there.
Great breakup.
Diving for that football, knocking it away.
Heck of a play by Thompson. And as a result, sets up a field goal opportunity now for the Gladiators. They'll try to
4th and goal field goal.
Let's
go, Azar. What do we got?
Azar, Northern Illinois in his second year.
Right down the middle. Wow.
This one
absolutely piped it.
So Azar with the field goal, and it's now
safety half for point. I kick timing.
This quarterback
Just coach doing there for the league here today.
And the kickoff from Azar.
In the slack net again. That's a deuce. So 2 points on the board. Let's go.
5-yard line. Said Robinson, the receiver there. So the Gladiators take care of business on the kickoff as well. And now see if Austin can get something going with 2:13 to go in the half. But we get to that 1 minute mark and things, as Gary mentioned, really stretch out now.
See McPherson's numbers on the day. He's ran a little bit as well. 26 yards. Get it done on the ground. And I think his numbers as a quarterback running the football in this league can really be exceptional with what his athletic ability is. And he's only going to get better as a passer. There's no doubt about that.
First and 10 at the
All right, McPherson. See if we can get another one on the board here.
6 to 12.
Oh, big hit. Oh, he didn't like that.
Just contact on the outside, and I don't really see what happened here. Good contact there, and a little extra push, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, that extra. Yeah, a little bit of extra right there.
I can see why Kevin's getting a little upset with him, but nonetheless, nice, easy throw and catch out there for Austin here to get started. And just under 1:20 to go here in the half.
Second down and 4.
Oh, reverse pass. Oh, that was sweet.
And they just couldn't connect.
Oh, man.
Ludlow bringing out all the stops.
Yeah, they do a good job here. Little fake around. He tried to get Ted Robinson. I think it's a run. Dane Prager says he fakes his block, but
he stopped running.
A couple of yards. He had him wide open. That's a ball that I'm sure fakes you.
Let's see how this developed.
Here in the half.
Second down.
So we had a big fullback like out at wide receiver here, a wide receiver reverse. He goes, DB bites, thinking that's just going to be a standard run. Oh, man. That would have been so good.
And they just couldn't connect.
I think Krager stopped running for like half a second.
Bringing out all the stops.
Yeah, they do a good job here. Little fake around. He tried to get Ted Robinson. I think it's a run.
Right here.
Prager says he fakes his block, but
God.
That time, couple of yards. He had him wide open. That's a ball that I'm sure that Ted Robinson would like to have back to throw. He says,
that's not on Robinson. That was a perfect throw. Dude just cannot stop running.
1 minute mark here in the first half. Stay with us on FSN.
I like the idea of celebrity owners. They were very prevalent in years past. Bon Jovi, Ron Jaworski, Tim McGraw.
Nobody likes getting
I think so. I like the idea of it too, but you got to choose it.
You're pre-approved.
You got to choose them for the right reason, not just because it's like, oh, this will be fun for a year or two. Like, you want to find those people that are in it for the long haul and can bring something to the table for the rest of the owners, because these owners have been through hell and back over the past 2 years. Seems like they're starting to get things sorted out, but still a low ways to go.
Come fall in love with the ball.
My favorite.
Like, here we go.
All AFL.
Clint Dolzell. Let's go. World of Football.
50 pig switch.
Blue 92. I like to fool him with the quarterback sneak. I'm pretty sneaky.
You got to send them long.
Graziani.
No. The 3-step drop.
Are we talking about dancing or football?
Woo.
Well, we might not agree on a favorite play.
One thing we do agree on.
The best play of the AFL?
Helping kids at Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
That's a fun commercial.
That's my favorite.
Shane Stafford. Look at him.
Welcome back to Arena Football Center on the campus day of the football. 3rd and 4. The 1 minute mark here in the first half. Clock stoppages now. And
0 third down conversions. Look at that.
And Pass is incomplete, intended that time for
Neither team can convert a third down.
Second-year standout from send out here. It is against Las Vegas. Quarterback. And they were in position for a stop there. Now Austin keeps possession, Gary.
Yeah, it gives him great field position now. Adrian McPherson with a chance to come down the field.
All right, McPherson, let's do something now.
A minute to go here.
57 seconds.
Use their timeouts as well.
2 timeouts remaining for each club. Amy.
God, almost caught it.
Could not hang on.
Yeah, that's one
play by Moreland.
Bill, that's one comment I'd make about Adrian McPherson today. His balls have sailed a
That thing came out
He's got to
hot.
find a way to get those balls on his receiver and not make his receiver jump up in the air to catch that football. That was an easy throw and catch that time, and just got away from it.
Yeah, and you don't get enough of those. You got to be able to complete those. There's a familiar man, Aaron Gibson, 6'6", 370-pound rookie out of Wisconsin. One-time NFL first-round draft pick. 5 years in the big league. First year. This one is complete to Amy. And
there you go. Get out of bounds.
Get his way out. Recovered the tackle. Picks up. Amy goes wide to the top of your screen. Nickerson, man in motion, will be coming into your picture in just a moment.
Let's do a screen. Why not? Oh, we'll toss. Okay, we'll take it. Dukes is nice. Dukes is gaining some yardage on some of these tosses and screens. He's nice with it.
He showed it here in several situations. And
working the clock. Here's the clock psychology now.
30 seconds to go or so, runs the football. He feels like he can get good yardage that way. And there's something you want to do offensively here too, Bill, is you also don't want to leave time on the clock for the Gladiators in case you do score. That's something that you kind of play with here.
You better hike that ball, dude. What are you doing?
And now a timeout is called by Austin with 15
I'm all for letting clock expire, like working the clock to make sure you have the ball last. But that was 35 seconds that went off the clock.
It is a 2nd down and 3 at the 12-yard. Adrian
McPherson. Last year,
Bartow is out on the field, and now.
Well, they can come out here on timeouts. They can come out of the box. NBA, all those coaches that.
Carlo just wanted to make sure. All right. And the Wranglers with the football. 2nd and 3 from the 12.
All right, what's the play here? What are we thinking?
26-12. Derek Lewis is set up.
High man motion through this gap here. Maybe high man motion post to the corner. This guy goes in the flat. This guy does like a little hitch.
The motion man.
Let's see.
Now. Cuts diagonally. They look for him.
Oh.
Incomplete. Nicely done defensively. Moreland there in the end
I
zone.
called it, but he just didn't catch it.
He had Derek Lewis coming around the back of the end zone, and he's watching.
That would have been sweet.
The whole time, and comes up and makes a nice play with his right hand, knocking that ball away. It's a middle safety.
Wow,
That's
what a
you
play.
want to be able to do, make a good clean break on the football and get to it. And
Earthwind Moreland.
job here for Las Vegas. They need to make a stop here. They need to stop the Wrangler from scoring.
That guy has an unbelievable name. I cannot believe that name. Earthwind Moreland.
We'll get possession to start the second half. Lewis again, the man in motion. And the ball is underthrown, intended that
McPherson,
time
man.
Amy. And it'll set up a
I love the intensity, but he's got to reel it in, man.
4th and 3.
See, they went from having all the time in the world to potentially not even scoring here. Now they're going to kick a field goal, bring out Lewis. Good kick, Mark Lewis. Good kick.
And it is good.
Defensive stop, a lot of rhythm, brought to the table.
Austin.
There we go, Lewis. Come on.
Prentice is deep along with Vontez, and it is Prentice at the 5. Scoots up the sideline.
Get out the 1. There you go.
With 1 second to go at the 15. Meanwhile, there's a wrestling match across the field at the 20-yard line.
Oh, here we go.
I didn't know that was among the new rule changes. As Brown was getting into it with Duff.
That's Duff and Brown. And both of them kind of got tangled up, and they weren't stopping either one of them. A couple of competitors there. No penalty, though. If they had, it would have been on both of them. So no.
I like that. A couple of competitors there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Almost looked like that Omaha brawl this past weekend, which if you haven't seen that, oh boy, that was fun. That was crazy.
You got the confidence in your kicker, but you're allowing Shaun King to go out there and throw the football down the field, try to make one last big play.
Soft.
Throws it to the side, and then Davis streaks across.
Absolutely soft call.
And is tackled at the 15-yard
Let Shaun King air it out to the end zone.
Second quarter, he missed some throws.
Here's why I hate that call. Vegas gets the ball to start the second half. They're down by 15. You at least throw a deep post. Give Molden a chance to go get it. If you score, it's a one-possession game, and you get the ball right back. Or it's still a two-possession game technically, I guess. But just give yourself a chance.
There in the second ball game. Talk about the play of your quarterback, Adrian McPherson. He's got to play more consistent there in the second quarter. He missed some throws he needed to make. We just need to get more consistent as a team.
Now, defensively, it seems like you've had some intensity there. You've got a chance to get pressure on Shaun King. Is that going to be the key to this football game?
It's always about pressure. It's always, we want to play good defense in the goal line and get after their passer.
Good job in the first half. We'll see you in the second half.
Head coach, down
first, I think, and more quarter, but you made some room up in the second quarter. How do you think your team has responded so far?
Well, I think we played like a young team. We had some
Danton Bartow.
The third down and 10, we're going to get the ball back. We had the ball bounce off the net. I told the guys, hey, remain calm. The second half, I think we'll calm down and play a lot better game.
Well, what will be your keys that you'll tell your guys at halftime? What are they going to have to do in the third quarter to get back on top of this ball game?
Well, I think we got to score. We haven't had the ball very much on offense, so our defense is doing a pretty good.
Great analysis, Coach. I think we need to score in the second half. Yeah.
We just got to calm down and relax and play football.
Good luck in the second half. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Gary. Thanks to the coaches. They're Danton Bartow of Vegas.
That was a false start on that kid.
Of Austin. It's the
got to throw the flag. Teach him young.
It is halftime here in Austin to start the game. Nice pass to.
All right, skip ahead here. We already saw all this.
Austin at 10-6, tied with Orlando in New York going into the playoff situation.
I'll tell you, Dallas is loaded, and they're loaded again this year. Last
Austin had a pretty good team.
Chance to win it, but guess what?
They're pretty competitive. I think their first year they had Darrell Hammond at wide receiver. He's one of the GOATs.
Take a look back here. You got the Orlando Predators playing the Chicago Rush.
Oh God, this Arena Bowl.
Exceptional play by both teams and the fire in the heart.
As a Predators fan, I was watching this live, and I remember this pain. 2006, 20 years ago. Wow.
Bobby Scipio in particular really would have to make his coach Mike Hohensee very proud. He gets the bat there.
Coach Ho, man.
Having a great year last year, just showed a lot of toughness and resilience.
I'm pretty sure the Chicago Rush were 7-9 and made the playoffs that year and ended up winning the Arena Bowl. Insane.
By the Chicago Rush.
Yeah, what would a championship for a Chicago football team be without Mike Ditka there enjoying it? Now, this is today, all right?
Good Lord, New York. What are you doing? 60-7?
Arena football action as Kansas City in the opener beating Chicago, the defending champs 54-41. Dallas all over New York. That was never a game today.
That was never a game.
Well, Dallas, I tell you, that's just tremendous.
Mike Ditka, celebrity owner. Yeah. It's there if you find the right partner. It can work.
Really, he's got a kind of a new look as well. And then you see Grand Rapids there, 1 point below.
Grand Rapids down 1 against Colorado. World of Football, nail biter over there.
Football team to go.
Just a second.
Dude, ADT was going hard on these commercials.
Austin has done a great job stopping Las Vegas, especially early this ball game. They got to take a commanding lead.
God, these commercials.
Yeah, I like it.
Road.
Arena football. It is
Las Vegas down for their full game. Hello.
Yeah, the kickoff here with the run for Las Vegas.
There we go. All right, here we go.
This one just shy of the net, and Prentice to the 5, and tackled at the 10-yard line. First and 10 for the Gladiators there. There's Prentice, the return man.
And Greg Brown, he's been on every special teams tackle for the Austin Wranglers today, and coming down, making another tackle. Remember, early in the first half, he took
all right, if you're just joining us, welcome. Have a few people getting in here. Feel free to join the chat if you have a hot take, have a question, have a topic you want to discuss. It could be about this game. It could be about anything going on in the arena football world today, yesterday, tomorrow, this upcoming weekend. We can talk about it all. We're watching the Las Vegas Gladiators versus the Austin Wranglers from week 1 of the 2007 AFL season. So shout out to Football Forever on YouTube for having the game on their channel. Go give them a like and subscribe if you don't already on YouTube. And while you're following, subscribing, liking, doing all that stuff, make sure you do the same here on this stream, on this channel, on the Off the Wall socials that you see in the bottom right-hand corner there. Please give us a follow if you don't already, and join the conversation.
Austin Wrangler defense. And
okay, I like this. I say Kurt Warner would be a perfect owner for an AF1 team. I can see the vision. I see it. Now, where would that team go? Because he played for the Barnstormers. Barnstormers obviously still around in the IFL. Maybe a St. Louis team? That could work. Seems like St. Louis would be a good potential arena football town, and they do pretty well with their UFL team. I'm not sure if they would be stepping on each other's toes or what.
Tipping the ball at the line of scrimmage. He's had a pretty active half. He had was a blocked field goal attempt, Bill. It was covered for a safety for the Wranglers, so he's had a very active.
And it's Las Vegas.
All right, Shaun King, do something, man.
King back in his end zone. Got a man open. Molden.
You too, Molden, man.
Tackled at the 16-yard line.
You know, one of the guys for the defense for Austin, who's really to go his way tackles in his career.
Damon Mason, man, what a player! What a player this guy was.
Runs the show out there, and he's a very special player. And you're talking about the coaches not on the field this year. Well, you've got one on the field in Damon Mason.
Special motivation.
I'm gonna have to see if I can get him on Off the Wall. He would be a fascinating conversation. He played from 98 to 2011.
He held on to the football.
47 interceptions, 173 pass breakups, 900 tackles. He was a heavy hitter, too. He was not playing around.
That was a full extension of the body into the wall.
Molden taking some knocks today.
Speaking of guests on Off the Wall, please let me know who you want to see on Off the Wall. I'm always open to suggestions, always open to seeing what people want. Got a good one lined up this week. A certain member of a Tennessee-based arena football team will be scheduled to join for this week's show. So we got that going. But if there's an old player, current player that you want to hear on the show, please drop it in the chat and let me know. And I'll start making a list and we'll start going through it and seeing what we can do to get these folks on there.
Dan Bartow was telling us that his team is very mature and really handled this thing. You're in Vegas and you got Mitch going. He said, don't have to. They've done it themselves. Good thing they invite you and me to come out to cover camp. It stays in Vegas. This one is complete. And again, Molden.
That's Prentice. Mason was mad about something.
It's actually Kevin Prentice who came across the field there that time and in front of Damon Mason, who's playing deep there, and gets up in front of him and see Damon trying to strip the ball as he makes the tackle.
God, Damon.
Prentice gets 17 yards on the pickup.
But a good opening drive here for Las Vegas, getting the ball down the field is what they need to do. They need to put points in.
Yeah, Vegas got a score here.
Molden, they're going to motion this time. King looking that way, off his hands and incomplete.
Molden versus Mason is a hell of a matchup.
Molden and really had a step on Damon Mason. That ball was just a little bit softer. I think Atu can come down with.
Because you're talking about
exactly right. There's so many different things you have to do. Touch, speed of the ball, all those different things come into it here. And the windows that you have to throw through, it's all different than the outdoor game.
Second down and 10 and incomplete intended for
King's just all over the place.
Covered by Mason and Thompson back there for Austin.
Yeah, trying to run a 3-level again. Bartow.
Third down.
Justin Trey just reached out to Damon. Oh, very cool, Justin. Yeah, keep me in the loop. Maybe we can get him on soon. I'd love to chat with him and about what he's doing with his new commissioner gig.
Is called by the Gladiators. So the Gladiators use their first time out here in the second half. They have 2 remaining. We'll be right.
Austin Wranglers football returns to the Frank Irwin Center. Experience more than 4 hours of action-packed, fan-friendly entertainment, hard-hitting, high-quality football.
This commercial is just so good.
March 24th at 7:30 p.m. Don't miss a game.
Football. Nothing brings us together better than a football game. Nothing brings us together better than a football game. In today's fast-paced, game,
NCAA tournament, and who from the 10 seconds, 47 to go in the third. Prentice, the man in motion. King in trouble and brought down.
Down goes King.
3-yard line. The
Congrats to the interview with the Tennessee team. Yeah, appreciate that. Had to jump through some hurdles to get there, but we got them. We got them.
Nice job. Stop the touchdown throw and have to force Las Vegas to try to get a field goal here.
Ryan Jones will come on and hold. They'll put the ball down at the 20.
That was a quick snap. He wasn't ready.
1-yard kick,
He snuck it in.
Well, they're going to have a quick snap here, and it's a good kick, but Austin is not in a stance. The linemen have to be in a stance, so it's going to be a penalty against the Wranglers. Won't be enough for a first down, though.
Well, Las Vegas didn't waste any time, but Austin trying to explain themselves now.
And it's a rule on a field goal rush that you have to have your hand on the ground. I'm sure that's what the penalty is here. They'll probably take the points. I don't think it's an automatic first down.
Justin, I see you. I see. I'm looking at my phone now. I'm looking at what you texted me.
We'll get an explanation here in a moment.
Illegal formation. Against the defense, lineman not in a three-point stance. Penalties decline. Field goal is good. Timeout.
Justin, I'll text you after this that way we can set this up. Appreciate you, Justin, for doing that.
Las Vegas on the first possession. We're back with the kickoff in Austin in a moment. Fans a little nervous here.
The shirts. I need one of these shirts for every Arena Football League team from the 2005 to 2007 season. Like an orange Austin Wranglers shirt would go crazy. Would absolutely go crazy.
And it's 29-15. Kickoff coming up for the Gladiators in Vegas as Azar is ready to go. And here is the kick. Nickerson, the deep man. The bounce. Brings it out. Sees an opening.
Oh, what a wow.
Nearly broke the tackle. He'd have had a shot to go all the way if that were the case, because only Azar was remaining with him. That was Seth Robinson on the return.
I gotta check eBay for one of these shirts.
You
can see if it happens to be on there.
Otherwise, he'd have got started a little better. And good job at time, Eddie Canonico, to hold on to a speedy Robinson. He had a lot of room to work with there, and that's not an easy tackle to make.
Been a deflating moment for Las Vegas, too, to have had the ball that time, get 3, and then give up a touchdown on the kick.
Yeah, McPherson here, less than 50% passing, but a couple of touchdowns on
Nothing right now.
And he completes this one to start things off here.
Ooh, there's an Aaron Garcia replica jersey on eBay. Oh,
Now, Canonico's been all over the field making tackles, and he needed to make this one here because
man, just type in Arena Football on eBay and you'll find some really funny
most
things.
Elusive guys in the league, and take a look here at the tackle. The end of the play goes into the wall pretty hard.
Central Valley Coyotes 3XL jersey. Damn.
Canonico's having a pretty good day defensively getting to the football.
All right, let me pay attention to this game. I'll get lost on eBay later. Oh, what a play. That was awesome. Dukes again. This guy rules. Look at this. So they're building off of what they did earlier. So I have the I think at the 25-30 mark of this video, they ran that quarterback power to the right. They do the same exact thing, but then he pulls up and throws it to the running back on the wheel route. That's slick. Like, that is premeditated. Like, look, Dukes is going to be here, then he's going to right there. That is a slick play design. That is so good.
He's already scored 1 touchdown today. Chad is an 8th-year player out of Pitt. He's got him knocking on the door again.
Well, this is 3 ways now that Brian Pardo has got his fullback, Chad Dukes, the football. Watch if you're watching me. Fakes the block there, then he's coming around. There's nobody able to catch him. You got the.
I'm writing this one down because that is a damn good play.
Trying to catch up with him, and he can't get to him. Good throw, good catch that time. Nice play design there by Brian Partlow.
First and goal.
Yeah, that's an awesome play design.
29-yard pass play to Dukes. And Robinson slashes.
Little wide receiver. Look at this.
Dukes.
Look at this play design, guys. This play design is unbelievable.
Goal from the 3 after a 20.
In the shotgun. I need you guys to see this. Look, He's in the shotgun. Maybe a pistol. Maybe a pistol, but he's not under center. And watch this.
29-yard pass play to Dukes. And Robinson slashes.
So good. Like I'm just giving you guys a heads up. I'm gonna watch this play probably 3 more
Good
times.
throw, good catch that time. Nice play design there by Brian Partlow.
Look at this.
First and goal
This is
from the
beautiful.
after a 29-yard pass play to Dukes. And Robinson slashes.
Somebody give this to Southwest Kansas. Someone give this to Oregon right now. Like, if you know somebody on Oregon, on the Oregon offense, please pass them this play. Like, look at this.
Brian Partlow.
First and goal from the 3 after a 29-yard pass play to Dukes. And Robinson slashes his way into the end zone.
It's so. It's good. It's a good play design. It's
Austin, they bring the big guys in and they block on the outside. You saw Ramon Richardson there get in there.
That's such an easy play. Like they could incorporate that into what they do instead of running Dalton Cole up the middle 14 times a game and letting him get hit every single time.
Block for him and did a good job at clearing things out.
Need to get that guy an ibuprofen sponsorship.
And now 35-15 with Mark Lewis trying to tack on another one on the extra point. And Lewis drills it. So the Wranglers go back up 3 touchdowns, 36-15 here in the third quarter, and a quick answer to that Las Vegas field goal.
No, this
all
that formation. I'm
my favorite play is 50
cropping a photo of that formation right now.
Quarterback sneak.
Absolutely love that play so much.
Austin on top. That's here at the Frank Irwin Center, 7:30 on that Saturday night. For tickets, call 866-AFL-TIXS or 512-339-3939. Or, of course, you can log on to AustinWranglers.com for the ticket information and the opportunity to be a part of the fun here at the Irwin Center. Crowd's been treated to quite a show from the hometowners today. 36-15, and Vegas getting to that dire straits point.
Adrian McPherson's done a pretty good job of running this football team. I think he's had a nice day and actually replaces John Fitzgerald, who was a quarterback here from a year ago, and I wanted to wish him good luck. He's the new head football coach for the Oklahoma City Yards football team.
This one is returned.
That was in the slack line too. Why didn't they?
Wranglers Brown, mentioned him before.
But that was very clearly in the slack line. They ruled each of those a touchback before.
This one is returned by Prentice in the end zone. Tripped up. Flags are thrown. Wranglers Brown, mentioned him before. Special team play, he's there.
Yeah, Greg Brown is all over the field. He loves to do this too. He loves to cover kicks. He loves to be physical out there, and he's got one goal in his mind. That's tackle a guy at the football and get there in a hurry and be violent.
He's got one goal in his mind: tackle the guy with the football.
Zone number 25 of the kicking team. Penalty is 5 yards from the 5-yard line. First down.
Now, quickly, that is a quick, easy rule here. Protects the kick returner. If the ball hasn't hit the ground or no one has touched it, the kicking team cannot encroach the 5-yard line. They got there a little bit too quick that time.
All right, while on stream, I'm making a clip to quote post the stream with that play, just because I love it so much. People need to see this.
I didn't know there was that many flags as they were coming seemingly from the stands. They all saw that.
They were all throwing it at him as he was running on the field.
Like, where are you going?
Old Kenny Smith decided, okay, I forgot that we go out there on defense and I'm going to play nose here, so we need to be out there on defense. And he's running on the field, and they're trying to hit him with those yellow things. I don't think they're trying to hit him.
19.
There are multiple fouls on the play, all against the defense. Illegal formation, no nose guard on the defense. That penalty is declined. Linebacker moving forward at the snap. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer.
3 penalties on the defense in one play.
That penalty is accepted. 10 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
You have to kind of take your pick here. Take a look at all things. Here's going to be coming in, running on the right side. That's Kenny Smith there. Not
Oh, that was a massive hit on Shaun King.
Here's going to be coming in, running on the right side. That's Kenny Smith there, not getting on the field. And then late hit there at the back on the quarterback. So they get I think the biggest penalty, Joe.
Yeah. the biggest piece of the pie. Mike Williams tagged with that one, and it sets up now a 1st and 10 at the 20. And the ball is delivered to Prentice.
Not about Prentice.
Headed to the sideline and racked into the wall at the 15.
The one and only number 37, Greg Brown. Kevin Prentice catching the ball, open space, and Greg Brown from his jack linebacker spot just trashing him down, getting around the football. I think Shaun King is, he's definitely got the tools as a quarterback to play this game. He's got the ability to throw the football. And he's got to learn the little nuances of the game, and it is different. I've talked about that before, being able to throw it and learn the throws that you have to make here. Sometimes it's not
Shaun King, do something, please.
It's pure talent. You've got to have a knack for this game.
Holden in motion, Prentice a crossing pattern, King in trouble, throws it, and then
It's way too much air on it. Way too much.
That's a throw. A lot of here you do great ability to get that ball out of his hands, even when he was hotly pursued there by the defense, and allowed them just to give up.
What are y'all doing?
That's good coaching and a good quarterback play.
Las Vegas calling a tongue.
Shaun King's lost.
Motorcycle dealerships in the world. Let's go talk to
Oregon's OC texted me back. He likes the play. Good looks. Look, if they score on that play,
and because of this place, you sell a lot
maybe not this weekend, but the weekend after, I'm taking 2 of those points. I'm taking 2 of the 6 points from that touchdown. Like they will be mine. That's my finder's fee.
Always around to help.
Another.
Danton Bartz didn't lie, did he?
No sleep there. He's just thinking about this ball game and worrying.
Making their AFL coaching debuts as a head coach. King.
Oh, you got to catch that, Prentice. What do you do here? Molden is telegraphing that he's going for a screen. He's not even trying to hide it.
Making their AFL coaching debuts as a head coach. King.
He's got to catch that.
But I got a feeling Prentice will tell you he should have had it.
You bet. There's no doubt about that. Shaun King making
running here, trailed 19-0, 26-0 into the second quarter before scoring 12 straight. King,
Oh, wow. What a play.
And Greg Brown.
Greg has done a great job. He's the jack linebacker, and there's a defensive box that he has to stay within. He cannot get out of that box until the quarterback throws the ball, and that box is on the outside shoulders of the defensive lineman and 5 yards deep. And he did a great job of extending all the way to the side of that box, which is on the numbers. When the ball's on the far college hash, which is at it now, he can get out to the top of the numbers there, and he can use every bit of that to get in that throwing lane.
4th and 10. Come on, Vegas. Down 21. Can't fall back now. Can't fall back further, I should say.
Delivers to Davis.
Wow, he just snuck over.
As he just got over the 5-yard line before he was hit. Now motioning back there is Deval Thompson 6, but there's
Yeah, he got that. Wow.
You see him now, his knee may go down, but he gets back up before the contact is made. I think he does get barely up there. And he gets
for Austin on a 1st and goal.
On that first down there. Contact is made. I think he does get barely up there, and he gets to the wall and gets beyond the
Wow, we missed the play. So busy looking at that replay.
For Austin on a 1st and goal for Las Vegas as Kenny Smith comes through to make the big play on Shaun King.
Second and goal here now for Austin on top. 2 to get that ball back in the hands of their offense.
Felt like they probably did that on purpose to get. Ooh, let's go. That's this play. Let's talk about this play. This play, Sioux City runs the hell out of this play. This play is basically a third of their offense. The Sioux City Bandits.
Need to think about using onside kicks too.
Molden is going to run right through here, little jet sweep action under center. This is Sioux City special, man.
Get that ball back in the hands of their offense.
2:20 and counting. Molden takes the handoff and dives.
Now, Molden, you got to hang on to that ball, dude. I don't know what you're doing, but
Molden trying to do whatever he
I like that. I like that play design.
Well, high motion speed sweep here. You're going to see him coming right at you. Atu Molden, watch the effort here, trying to get into the end zone, diving over the top. And the Wranglers, they just too many of them there to contend with. Thompson and Coggins both there right on top of two Molden, not allowing him to get into that end zone.
Officially mark it now at the 1. So it's
Okay, they got 3 receivers in this tiny area, all this open space. It's either Molden going on a toss, or they're just going to give it to homeboy right here and have him run left.
Las Vegas with the ball. And
Oh, they're tush pushing.
Trying to push that pile forward.
I guess if it works, it works. It's not. It's only stupid if it doesn't work.
And the Gladiators.
The old tush push.
No, you got to give an assist with Josh Rue that time, the fullback, number 42. Watch him get in there and push his quarterback right there behind him. Josh Rue's pushing him in there. And
Number 76 is eligible.
down the field, got time consuming.
Again, the holder is not getting out there. What is he doing?
So he's missed this a couple of times, and this is the second time here for him.
Ryan Jones comes out. Clock at 2, 1, play clock. Got it off, and the kick.
Crazy.
Good. As Azar takes care of business.
Backup QB. That is your job. What are you?
He's got to throw down and put his helmet on. It's a couple of times now. He hadn't got out there for his kicker.
In the Las Vegas to Pacific, the Gladiators, that'll be 2-7 times.
The Orleans people.
Gladiators on the kick.
All right, we got ourselves a ball game here. Vegas is only down 2 scores.
And Robinson.
You got to stop and you're right back in this.
Brings it back to the 5, got a little wall, the 10, stops at the 15, goes forward across to the 22-yard line. Cedric Robinson.
1,500 total yards last year, and
it's a good
he
return.
averaged 23.1 yards of return last season. Said Robinson, one of the best at this off in the business as far as taking balls.
We're in the final. Adrian McPherson.
Let's go, McPherson.
He's got a touchdown today, thrown a couple of touchdown passes.
Another one.
Dukes. Midfield across the
Dude,
25
Dukes.
down near the 20
Dukes is nice.
line of the Gladiators.
I might pull him up on Arena
4
Fan.
receptions in this ball game for your fullback, Chad Dukes. So that's a commitment I think that Brian Partlow is making to this offense.
Chad
Diverse.
Dukes.
Use multiple people, multiple personnel situations.
From Albany, New York, went to Pittsburgh, 6 foot, 255. What a
I
tank.
feel like that they can have some plays that unsettle the defense a little bit, and they're going to do it.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown, set up another one with one of his long
This season, in this entire 2007 season, he had 7 catches for 80 yards. We've seen 4 of them in this game.
receptions, and that ends the third quarter here.
Crazy.
Austin still in control by 2 scores, 36-22. You're watching it all on FS.
What was that football head guy?
Another one with one of his long receptions, and that ends the third quarter here. Austin still in control by
Oh,
2
football
scores,
head.
36-22.
Oh, hey, Arnold looking at.
Drop. No. I-29 first down by New Orleans, home of the Arena Bowl 21.
Arena Bowl 21. Wow.
By Champ Sports, official app. He's here to come to these games.
Look at these guys.
The action as those are.
You got to have your own gear to come to these games. It's pretty good stuff.
Wrangler fans getting
These guys rule.
nice look there. Football.
Super fans are, I just love super fans that dress up like this. They are so funny.
And Elvis has traveled all the way from Vegas to be a part of the fun here for the Gladiators.
Wouldn't miss it, baby.
That's right. We need his
Don't do an
help.
Elvis impression,
Vegas
dude.
is
What are we
down
doing?
14 going into this fourth quarter.
She's sending you a message, Bill.
Yeah. Put me on TV. Taken care of. McPherson just started to Lewis and deflected away at the last possible moment by Earthwind Moreland.
Heard the news about new one-a-day Weight Smart.
What the heck just happened?
Tell me more. This complete multivitamin.
Here for
Oh, no. Stream's crapping out, guys.
Mark Lewis. Well, we still got third down.
Oh, no. Not like this.
big group personnel.
What is happening?
Yeah, they got to line up in a field goal formation here. This is something. Right.
Oh, no. The VHS tape got warped. All right, well, let's see how well this goes.
Did a good job there. It was third down.
Cedric Robinson on a 3rd and 3.
It's a legal formation by the rules of AF2, and they just direct snap it to him, and they have those 2 fullbacks in the gaps. They feel like they can block.
Oh, they ran a wildcat? Oh, they ran a wildcat, but they took McPherson out and ran a but the video's messing up.
They can get 2 to 3 yards every time they need it. Did a good job there. It was third down.
Cedric Robinson on a 3rd and 3.
It's a legal formation by the rules of AF2, and they just direct snap it to him, and they have his two fullbacks in the grand gaps. They feel like they can block and just squeeze out a couple of yards, which is what they needed for the first down, and they want to get that first down instead of trying to throw for it. Did a nice job of it, getting Seth Robinson the ball in his hands.
Takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line, picks up 12 yards. So Robinson
Gain of 12 on a Wildcat. Let's
just a
go.
kick returner here today. And
What year was the Dolphins Wildcat?
for the Wranglers.
Was that also like 06, 07?
Lewis.
Like when Ronnie Brown had like 4 touchdowns against the Patriots and it exploded?
Now there's the rust you talk about with the quarterback who had
I feel like that was 07. That feels right.
in this game since 2004. And
Somebody let me know in the chat if I'm wrong.
McPherson knows that should have been a touchdown. He's got a receiver coming across the field, and he just leads him too far, a little bit too much air on that football. Those are throws that, as the season
Indiana and 6 TDs.
Wow, what a catch.
65 yards. Indiana and 04, rookie of the year. He had 29.
Second and goal. Let's see what he does.
56 TDs.
Tosses it. Catches it over the wall.
Got one here. Yes, it is.
What a catch.
And he was shoved out of play. The touchdown counts.
That was a damn good catch.
Went over the wall. Greg Brown says, hey, I made the catch, and to spin it on the end zone here. Watch on the outside. Greg Brown has had a great game defensively.
Good catch.
He would have come down inbound, but he got knocked over the wall by Johnson.
Good on Johnson for knocking him over, though. Don't let him come down inbounds. Make him earn
You
it.
can contact the wall and come back into the field of play, that's fine. But if you get knocked over, it's a judgment by the officials. And as long as he held on to that football, which Greg Brown did,
Good for Greg Brown.
counted as a score.
He was on defense earlier, so he's playing a little Ironman ball.
6 more, trying to make it 7. Robinson, the holder. Mark Lewis, the boot. And it is good. No flags. And
Greg Brown. Wide receiver DB. Texas.
that Las Vegas has scored and lead at 43-22.
Played at UT Austin and
I was picking up our son from school.
played for the Austin Wranglers. Look at
One
that.
of my neighbors saw the gardener hanging around the back door. We don't have a gardener. He helps stop.
Everybody, Tim McBride, you great price. Pick a dog, and it doesn't matter. We'll be here till 9 o'clock tonight.
Been a member of UFC. They had to use UFC.
Austin score. Lights, every unforgettable moment. It's every night on FSN. The only
From around the world of sports.
Bill was at third, so the officials got the first down.
On a 10-yard the kickoff. You know, Brown.
All right, Mike Lewis, come on.
Prentice, the deep man. Nice catch off the screen.
Oh, man.
Tackle inside the 5-yard line.
Greg Brown just caught the ball over the wall, and he's on kick return.
Well, this young man has done a great job.
Look at him go.
Caught it for much, but take a look here. Greg Brown coming down the field and goes right through the defender there, the blocker, and he just makes the tackle here on Kevin Prentice.
He wasn't letting anyone block him. Good for him.
On the kicking team, number 32. Penalty is 5 yards.
On the kick
run back, and
thank you. That's good for the game.
7 tackles, 10-yard touchdown reception. Good for him.
We did it once in the AF2 when I was coaching. They had an official say, well, we're going to re-kick. And I said, you sure you want to do that? You're going to make history. He says, why? I said, well, there's never been a re-kick. We did it.
Oh, okay. Well, good. I'll go ahead and make my name. Shaun King trying to rally the Gladiators now, and he finds.
Hey, Shaun King, do something.
Near midfield, he is tackled. He out of bounds, and a flag thrown late. Not near the tackle.
Kind of an extracurricular activity event there.
Late hit on Shaun King.
One of the offensive linemen.
All right, well, we get that sorted out. Have a few more people. Looks like they joined in here. So thanks for checking out the Turf Tapes, everybody. Please make sure that you're liking and following, subscribing, all that stuff. Off the Wall FB. It's down the right-hand corner. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, share with a friend, do all that stuff. And then we're on socials as well. So give me a follow on there. Would appreciate it. And join the conversation for the weekend of games we got coming up ahead. Big shout out to Football Forever on YouTube for having this game available. This is turned out to be a pretty good one between the Las Vegas Gladiators and the Austin Wranglers from week 1 of the 2007 season. So go give them a follow. Go show them some love as well.
So again there, so Shaun King is throwing balls that are 15 yards and shorter.
It is second today, and we have seen some different wrinkles.
That running back had a little false start.
Davis, and he is stopped at the 9th.
To work with, to get talking to
all hitches. It's all they're running, all hitches.
Anymore down there. 3rd and 2. King delivers off the hand.
Gotta catch it, dude.
4th down. Kevin Price took Shaun King at shoulder. So for each of them, they have Azar with a couple of field goals and a safety.
All right, 4th and 2. 3, 2, 1. Yep, call timeout.
He calls a timeout here. With 9:22 remaining.
There, Shaun King is flustered. No wonder he didn't play for long. He was not feeling this.
When they're down 3 touchdowns and 9:22 to go.
Yeah, the play clock was running down, so he needed to use that timeout.
How long did Shaun King play in the AFL? Couldn't have been too long.
Here in Austin, Wranglers lead at 43-22. Fourth quarter, and the crowd here for the season opener behind their Wranglers with a 43-22 lead.
This was 1 year. 1 year he played. 27 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
Got a commanding lead in this game. The Wranglers do, but it's a critical 4th down here for Shaun King.
Yeah, he couldn't have played that many. I think he had 10 touchdowns in a game, so he really didn't play that many games.
Molden in motion.
Molden was offsides there.
Trouble unloads, and it is complete to Prentice. Bounced out of bounds there.
Let me pull up the 2007
So they get the first down. It's 1st and goal.
2007 Gladiators.
Flag is thrown.
Penalty is declined. The result of the play is a completion. First down.
Call on Krager.
Yeah, Dane Krager, I've watched him a couple of times, and he's been getting
No,
good.
Vegas
He's
is who I
been
need,
going
not Austin.
outside. He's changing lanes when he rushes, and you can't do that. You've got to stay in your lane. That's one of the things about the Arena Football League that is kind of an unwritten rule. You just
Las
can't run
Vegas
outside. You have to, even when you get blocked, you got to
Gladiators.
but he's been twisting around. Finally called the penalty.
Did he just say it's an unwritten rule that you can't twist? No, it's quite literally written. That is a literally written rule. Good catch, Prentice.
Finds Prentice in the end zone, and
Good
Las
play.
Vegas got the big first down on that 4th down play, and King gets his first TD pass.
Well, that is a nice touch pass.
Yeah, Las Vegas had three different quarterbacks in this 2007 season. That is not good.
Great job by
The Beatty Davis, though, he had 123 catches, 1,200 yards, and 18 touchdowns. Look at the Beatty.
And the kick. Azar is
Good for him.
So with 8:24 remaining now, it is 43-29. Attempted by defensive play here. That short field. Balls off the arm. And picked up by Cedric Robinson. Robinson breaks a tackle. Boy, just a tough run and ends up being pushed back to the 3, but his forward progress is out near the 8-yard line.
All right, 8 minutes left in the game. Austin's up 14. Should be able to hold on here. See what they can do on offense.
until the 1 minute mark. Yeah, and I think that's what Brian Partlow's in the football. Much time off the clock. Right?
Yeah, let McPherson run it.
43-29 with 8
Keep the ball in his hands.
Lewis will set up as the man in motion. As you look at McPherson's number, 11-22 for 153. McPherson says, "Oh, go deep."
Airing it out. Wow, what a catch. They didn't rule him out. Wow. They said he stayed in.
And I think he actually made contact with the wall around the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I thought he was out.
So the ball should be spotted at the 4-yard line, but the back judge doesn't call that. He allows it to go into the end zone with a touchdown here.
Go to Samey.
So much for
Wow,
I said
what a
about
play.
making it short here. They throw it up top, right off the bat here. Watch, I'm talking about Moreland here is going to contact him right there into the wall.
Yeah, he should be out right there at the 5.
Line, but I don't think the back judge had a good vision on that, so he calls the touchdown.
Wow, what a play.
So
Definitely should have been called out.
Yards, so does Amy. He gets his first touchdown of the season, and I'm sure maybe that's he can back to you. Vegas off finish, but I think that's back. Take here. So the back there, and the kickoff with the iron. Score quickly.
God, back to a 21-point lead quickly. Attaboy McPherson.
Spins again. 10.
Go, Prentice, go.
15. Still finding his way. He is slippery.
By Kevin Bush, elusive here. Just continue to want some.
And was 6:29 and counting.
9 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Good for him.
Line for the Gladiators. Molden.
Way offside again.
Looking for him.
They're just not going to call it.
Hard. Tackle by Duvall.
That's crazy.
Forward progress at the 12, and Las Vegas.
Yeah, I just called a choice right here. Atu Molden, the high motion there coming down. He goes to the middle safety, goes to the right. He could have gone right or left. He stayed short, stayed low. Good job adjusting. Shaun King with the throw underneath. Atu Molden gives him a big catch here, so the ball's inside the 15-yard line pretty quickly. And I talked about scoring and scoring quickly.
Justin, just now seeing the eBay shirt. Look at that. $39.99. Not too shabby. Nice little vintage tee.
And pushes forward to the 5-yard line. 5:30 now remaining in the football game.
Receiver catches the football and he contacts the wall on his own. That's fine. He can bounce right back into the field of play.
E2 Molden. What is he up to?
Second down and 2 now for the first down on the 4-yard line.
Dang, I would have thought E2 Molden played longer than he actually did. He just dominated when he did play for the Rush for a couple years.
King here. End zone knocked away. Mason.
Oh, Mason almost had the pick. Oh, Damon. Oh, he baited him. Oh, Mason baited him into this throw so badly. Look at this.
22 of 36. His touchdown pass coming on the last possession.
Here he is at the top. He sees it. He like dead legs it and lets him throw it so he can get in front of it.
Turned an ankle or knee there. It's a heck of a play he made to keep that ball away from, I think it was Prentice again, wasn't it? And Molden.
Trying to stick the ball in the middle of the field. That's a tough Shaun King. He throws it right in the middle of the field over the linebacker, Chad Dukes. And
great play by Mason.
Underneath there trying to knock it away.
He was so good. So good for so long, too. He had longevity. He was nice.
Says he's okay, stays on. 3rd down and 2 now. They run the football.
Little fullback stretch play. Okay.
Then you got the ref there. So it's 1st and goal now.
Vegas, you're running out of time to be doing all this running.
First and goal from the 2 after the carry by Rue. Molden in motion here, and Rue goes in for the score.
You see that? All right.
That 1 minute mark.
What they score on before, or they nearly scored on before? E2 Molden running that jet sweep. I'm telling you, this is exactly what Sioux City does this year, and it works. They fake the jet sweep. They get the defense thinking it's going left on the jet. Handoff right to the running back. He gets in for the score. This is a great play.
So 1st and goal from the 2 after the carry by
quick jet sweep. Fake. I'm just going to do it one more time. Watch this defensive end right here. Defensive end sees it and crashes in immediately. And that's why the running back can score, because that defensive end bites on it. Watch this guy right here.
So 1st and goal from the 2 after the carry by Rue. Molden in motion here.
Comes out of his stance early, bites in. That's all they needed to get in. So it's going to be a legal defense. Decline. They're going to score a touchdown anyway. That's a great play in combination with what they did earlier.
So Rue gets the TD run.
Number 76 is eligible receiver. Number 76 is eligible.
And Brian Jones made it out there this time, the holder.
You're on him. He's ready.
I watched Azar grab him, you know. He says, come on.
You're like, well, what else are you doing? All right, 50-35 now or 36, I should say, on the point after. Well,
see, that's what I love about arena ball. It's not reinventing the wheel. It's the same stuff that you're seeing in 2007 is applicable in today's game. There's so much free game out there. A lot of free knowledge. Like, you could literally build a playbook by watching old games. It's crazy.
That's good football. She can start this day. But early in this work
with 3:32 remaining.
All right, onside kick time. Let's go.
14-point game again. Little chip. And
Ooh, out of bounds.
We got a penalty. Going to be offside here against the Gladiators. Anyway,
Look at the ball protection from Homie. He gets the ball, keeps it in tight. Look at him. Got one on top, one on bottom. He's not letting anybody. This guy's eyeballing it. Look at him. He's eyeballing it. He's like, I want that. He said, no, no, no. Left hand over, right hand under.
The Gladiators anyway.
He's played a little JV ball in his life. He knows to keep that thing tight.
Ball goes in the stands, so
Don't give it away. Oh, he's looking at it.
The football first.
You got a big guy, all that. That's a different person.
Here we go. Wildcat. Arena football Wildcat. Here it is.
Group that you didn't used to see in the Arena Football League. Here you got two full.
Look at this. We got 2 fullbacks up front, 5 linemen. 5 linemen, 2 fullbacks, and a running back. Look at this formation. Hold on, let me write this down. They're not hiding anything. They know exactly what they're going to do, and they don't care if you know it. Running back Wildcat. Jumbo formation. This is a crazy formation. This formation's great. Look. Center's by himself. 2 linemen are over to the right. 2 linemen to the left. Fullback in the gaps where the linemen are. The defense is just... This is crazy. What a formation.
Pulls his way forward and thrown. And Robinson.
Illegal formation. That's why it's awesome. It was illegal. Too many men in the box.
Exactly right. You can't be stationary in the box. You got to have one of your offensive players moving in the box. You got your lineman here. This is like a field goal lineup here. You got 4 down linemen plus your center, so 5 total.
So maybe the fullback on the left has to be going in motion.
That's 3 man. There's a box back here as well, as much like it is on the defensive side. And you can't have 3 guys. You can have a quarterback and a running back, but you can have one run through there.
Interesting. So maybe that's the move. You get this fullback on the left to go high man motion. You have him start here, high man motion to that point. Huh.
And this is an interpretation
Interesting.
by the officials. I know Brian Partlow is really trying to challenge this formation, how he can use it to his advantage. And that's why he's doing it in this situation. Didn't win that one. He won it before early in the game, but not in that situation.
Now, Robinson had a nice
I like the idea of it.
touchdown. And immediately after that, though, Dan Bartow came out to argue a little bit the other way to say, no, wait a minute. So nothing else. The thought was put in the officials' mind, and they got called for the infraction there. And here's Lewis.
Damn.
Touchdown. A flag is thrown, but Austin going to get another score, I believe, as Derek Lewis with the TD reception.
How about Derek Lewis?
Pass interference against the defense, number 1. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, touchdown.
I like this ref. I like the emphasis he puts on his calls. It's the little things. It's the little inflection.
Now Mark is good. So with 2 hitting and 1 here, the first touchdown.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's a good clip.
Check out that box again, Gary.
I can draw it for you.
Well, not impossible.
There you go. Boot it deep. 2:17 left.
Receive here, and
That'd be it. Oh, that was almost a deuce.
Coach Bartow before he comes on for the Gladiators.
All right, Shaun King. This game's all but wrapped, but let's see what you got.
Now on the ready here, the officials got it rolling. So just coming up under 2 minutes here to play in this ball game. Almost insurmountable here for Las Vegas to come back. 21 points down with under 2 minutes to go.
Molden goes in motion, and they find him off his fingertips a little high. He's being covered by Coggins there. Jake Coggins, the 4th-year player out of West Georgia.
Yeah, we talked about these coaches in their first, a lot of them, so there are coaches in the league. 30 of them have come from the AF2, so it's been a great developmental league, and not only for coaches, but for players as well.
Yeah, been a lot of fun.
They say
Up there. You take up the 100 jobs or so there are as coaches in the league. 30 of them have come from the AF2.
100 coaching jobs in the AFL. 30 of them came from AF2. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good clip. All right, final minute here, guys. We're almost there.
57 to play. straight scores from Vegas, 26-12. At the half, it was 29-12 Austin. And certainly they have answered every score here by Vegas in the second half. Here is King for the Gladiators, and incomplete.
This is just not Shaun King's game.
Experience here today. Second and 10. Home.
Skipping ahead here.
Second and 15 for Shaun King and crew. Finds Molden down near the sideline, and Molden.
All right, Molden, I see you. Take the hitch and then some.
Off the clock. 49 seconds ago, first and 10. King.
Oh, come on, Thabiti.
King has not been perfect, Gary, but certainly there's some catchable balls that the Gladiators have dropped here today.
He's kind of had no doubt about it.
I can see why Shaun King only played a couple games. He was done. He was out of this. So now screw this.
And he is tackled there at near the 12.
Prentice, what is that? 10th catch?
And the clock's still running here.
Vegas got to hurry up. Down 21. They're out of timeouts. Third
Yeah, it's over. It's Jover.
Incomplete for he's done. He's kind of been a different going. Ball.
Now fourth down and 4 to go. With 16 seconds at King. Flags thrown. It is
Intercepted. Wow.
the other guy and intercepted by Austin. And on the run back is Nate Coggins.
Nate Coggins, interception to end the game.
Sort out the flags, but Coggins with Georgia, he had 91 tackles and an interception. Last year with Jordan's.
What is this celebration?
Comes up with the INT. Last year with Georgia, he had 91.
Just taking a nap.
And there made a nice play. And Shaun King had nowhere else to throw the football. Coggins all game all been the big difference in the ball game.
All right, 5 seconds left. Run one play, it's over.
Austin getting their fourth stop of the day. And
4 stops, that's the name of it right there. 21 points, 4 stops. That's it.
So the Wranglers.
All right, final play.
Playoffs. I'm going to start off on a positive note here.
There we go, that's game. 57-36, Austin Wranglers.
The Gladiators.
Adrian McPherson gets the best of Shaun King.
Impressive performance for Brian Partlow. 57-36, the Wranglers over the Gladiators here at Partlow. Picks our final score. Impressive performance for Brian Partlow. 57-36.
Snagging a screenshot here for we'll post on Twitter.
Gladiators, certainly some work to do. Saw some positive signs, though. There's no question about that. And with all the new faces that Dan Bartow's got, he knows it's up and take a little bit, but a lot of them. And let's
They really dunked the coach. That's funny. They dunked the coach for his first win.
After a football game, but Brian Partlow got it. I got a little bit of it too. Hey, Brian, hey, it just showing a little love out there for you, man. Congratulations on the first victory for you.
That's pretty good.
He struck second and made some the secondary. Your defense
Came back and really played well the second half.
overall, I think that your secondary played well. Damon Mates in particular, number 2 here. He's going to try to douse you again. But these guys did a good job in the secondary. Your defense played well. I think it was probably the difference in the ball game.
Without question, our defense, early in the season, our defense is going to have to carry us. They're going to have to do a good job like they did tonight, and they did that.
Shout out to the Austin defense. Look at them go.
I enjoyed it. Okay, Bill, back up to you.
One more look, huh?
Oh, look at this. He tried to pull him away. They tried.
How's it feel? Chilly.
They tried to pull him away, but he just wasn't having it.
Brian Partlow in his first AFL victory.
World of Football, that was fun. Thank you. Thank you for joining. This was a ton of fun. I'm glad we were able to do it. This is a ton of fun, and looking to have some guests on here in the future, maybe some potential past players, maybe talking about some games that they actually played in, get some first-person insights and stories from their playing days. A little bit of an evolution of Off the Wall meets the Turf Tapes. So this was a ton of fun. Like I mentioned before, like I mentioned earlier, please make sure you're following, liking, subscribing, doing all that stuff. Socials are in the bottom get my pointing right, bottom right-hand corner here. So make sure you're following Off the Wall on all socials, and make sure you're liking, subscribing on YouTube, doing all that stuff, sharing it with a friend that you think might like it. And who knows what the future holds for the Turf Tapes, but we're definitely going to keep this thing going and see where it goes from here. So we got, 6 more seconds here? Yeah, that was it. Nothing too crazy, nothing more. But gang, really appreciate y'all for coming in and checking it out. Got a new Off the Wall episode dropping on Thursday, so make sure you go check that out. World of Football is dropping a new episode. Might be making a little cameo there. I don't know, maybe. So go check out the World of Football. As always, they do great stuff over there. Justin was a big participant in the chat today, so go give him a follow on the socials as well. Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there. We'll end the stream, but really appreciate everyone for checking it out. Let's enjoy this upcoming week of Arena Ball, no matter what league you follow, no matter what team you follow, unless you follow one of those teams. You know who you are. I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know. We'll end the stream now before I say something I regret. And we'll see you guys on socials. Take care.